The following episode may contain sensitive content. Listener discretion is advised.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello,
Welcome.
everyone.
Welcome
How
to
we
the show
feeling?
must go on. Oh, sorry.
That's
I jumped
true.
right into it.
Do it.
Go ahead, do it again, Joe.
Welcome. Let's try this again. Welcome. This is the show must go on. And we are your co-hosts. I'm Giovanni.
And I'm Tracey.
And I'm Nikki.
Hi,
This
guys.
is scary.
I know,
This
there's
is
so
definitely
much
not
pressure.
how we talk.
Definitely not how we talk. I'm gonna jump right into it. Did you guys see the official trailer to Wicked?
Yes.
Oh
I know.
my
Both you guys
God.
posted, so I know you did.
You haven't
the
watched
little-
it, Trace?
Have you watched it?
I mean, I saw the one for Super Bowl.
Tracy!
Come on.
Oh
Get
my
it together.
God. You know what? We're gonna
Well,
pause
then
this
this
podcast
because
just to have
But it's
fun.
such a tease because we still have to wait till November.
I
Guys,
know, I know.
guys, everyone, get off this.
Yeah.
Get off this podcast. Tracy did not watch the trailer. We have nothing to talk
Yeah.
about today.
Pause the podcast if you haven't
Actually,
watched the
I'm
Wicked
gonna
trailer.
leave. I'll just leave. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bye.
Pause the podcast. Go on YouTube or Instagram and watch the trailer right now.
And then come back to us.
Right. It's the little gay boy in me is screaming
Did you see that there was a meme that it said it's like this guy running with heels and it says how did the Wicked trailer leave me, and the guy is screaming, I'm gay and weak.
Talking about gay, when the trailer came out, I texted it to my boyfriend and I said, the girls are feeding us. I can't get
You know
rid
what,
of
I
that.
texted him the same thing a week ago about Taylor Swift.
Oh, here we
I'm
go
like,
with
she's
Taylor
keeping us fed.
Yeah.
She is. It's and Beyonce too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, these people cannot come on with anything else because I can't breathe at this point.
And Dua Lipa just came out with her new album.
Thank you. They're keeping us fed.
Keeping us fed for the summer.
We love you,
Summer.
Dua Lipa.
You remember that,
I
Tracy?
do, yes. Yeah. Nikki and I had gone to see Bruno Mars last minute at Madison Square Garden when we lived in New York. And Dua Lipa opened
She
for
was
Bruno
nobody.
Mars. And she was nobody at the time. And there were 3 people behind us just yelling, Dua Lipa, we love you. And we were like, who the fuck is this
Who the
chick?
fuck is this bitch?
Well,
and I kept
joke's on
telling
us.
Tracy, because she was dancing by herself on the stage. And I kept
Just
telling Tracy,
hopping
I was
around.
like, this girl needs dancers.
Yeah.
You know what? That's crazy because that's the first time I heard of Dua Lipa. She was opening for Troye Sivan. And she was nobody. She had no dancers on stage. Same kind of set. You probably saw the same show I did. And we were thinking, who the hell is this girl? Because we liked her. She was, I liked her. I fell in love with her right away as soon as I left that concert. I downloaded her music. And now she's way bigger than Troye Sivan. No offense, Troy. I love you. But she's huge. You know.
She's, and I think it was 2017 or 2016.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it was around that time too that I saw her. She must have been.
And there was
going
literally, there was Joe, there was in the top, there were literally 5 girls just screaming Dua Lipa, and everyone else that's her
Who?
name.
Yeah.
Who's this
Yeah.
bitch?
So
We don't
confused.
know.
But yeah, I remember being like, well, it's catchy. I like it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I,
and
I
I
love
remember
her.
telling Tracy, I was like, I think she has a song that I
Right.
maybe
It was that,
heard
I
of
don't
it.
give a fuck song or whatever it was at the time.
I
But
don't
she had
know.
come, her big single.
Yeah. Yeah, she was giving it all on that stage.
She was bouncing around,
Her
throwing
team
it all out there.
was working because look at where she is today.
Oh yeah.
She also has a book club.
Oh, she does.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know
I think
that.
I heard about that.
Yeah, she has a book club, and she like interviews the author, and like
That's
does like a
cute.
Q&A with them, and
That's so interesting.
she does good stuff
Is it a podcast or is it like YouTube?
Actually, that's a good question. I need to look into it.
Okay.
I need to
well,
see more, but
next week let us know
I
what
will.
it is.
I'm gonna do some research.
Okay, what else do we have, guys?
I need to watch Madam Web, the worst movie of 2024. Now that it's available to stream on Netflix, I haven't watched it.
Oh,
I
it's
just wanna watch
there?
it just to see what all the hype is about, and I will report back to you.
You know what? I might
with
watch
you.
it too, just
Yeah.
for the
Shits and giggles.
giggles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys been watching anything exciting? Any other fun stuff?
I did. I watched Anatomy of a Fall.
Oh my God! Okay, tell me, did you love it? Hate it?
Listen, I love anything that's an investigation. I'm like, you are feeding my soul right now. But then you bring in good actors and a good fucking story. You got me. What a great fucking movie. And let me tell you, I started watching it, I think it was Saturday, and I was really, really tired. I think I had like, maybe I had a glass of wine or 2 glasses of wine, and it was like making me sleepy. And I was fighting the sleep. And then I was like, you know what? This movie needs my 100% attention. So I went to sleep. The next day I woke up, boom. I'm like, I need to watch this. What a beautiful movie. So well done. I don't know if this is based on a true story, is it?
I don't think so.
Okay, but wow, the actors so good. What a good storyline. I loved it. It was
Tracey,
great.
have you watched it?
No, I'm
should.
slacking.
Yeah, I
Also,
Tell
Joe,
us.
I want to say I went in blind. I had no idea what it was about. In my head, I was like, oh, this is a love story. She fell in love.
Oh, there's falling in it.
Yeah, I was like, she fell in love. And I don't mean
fell
for fall.
in love. Not in
And then because
you've been
I'm
so
blind,
poetic.
so I wasn't even paying attention to the poster.
Because it's right there in the poster.
Dead body with the blood just laying
Right.
on the ground.
Yeah.
Whatever. So
So-
I went in blind, and I was like, "Oh my god!" It got me hooked right away.
I have to
Really,
ask
really
you:
good.
do you think she did it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We're giving it away for Tracey, though.
No, I
Not
know
really.
that they at the end it's sort of up in the air if she did or didn't kill her husband. Like I know the gist of the movie, I just haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun.
don't
It's
know.
definitely fun. It had me going back and forth. I love a fucking whodunit. Like,
That's the best. And like especially if you don't know if you can trust them. Right? You're like, well, maybe she did because of X, Y, and
And-
Z, but maybe she
Yeah.
didn't because X, Y, and Z.
the acting.
It's so good.
And there's a scene that I'm not gonna say. I don't want to say.
Even
'cause I
the
don't wanna say
kid.
too much.
Even the kid was
There's
really
a scene
good.
that makes me really uncomfortable. It's the kitchen scene. The recording. I'm not gonna. That's all I'll say, just in case Tracey wants to watch it. I
I
felt
mean, I do.
really uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah,
I
me
was just-
too.
it's so fucking good. Like that movie. 10 out of fucking 10. Wow. Like,
Hashtag
Okay.
recommend it.
Bye, guys. I'm gonna go watch the movie now.
and the Wicked
Yes.
trailer.
And the Wicked
And the
trailer.
Wicked
Wait, speaking of trailers, House of the Dragon. Hello.
House of Dragons, yeah.
That looks like amazing. First, I have to rewatch the
Look
first
at
season.
Tracy looking at us.
I
And
just-
I'm like, girl,
I watched
you didn't
the,
watch it?
I watched the first episode of the first season.
Oh my god.
You haven't watched this season?
Listen, I mean,
Pero-
Game of Thrones, it took me 3 times watching the first episode before
It's a
I
lot
started to
digest.
get
It is.
invested.
It is. It's like
Well, but you're already invested in their family.
Right. I mean, at least I understand the Targaryens.
Exactly. It's about them.
right.
Right. There's a lot of incest.
I think I really like this show, so you should definitely finish season 1. All the fans of Game of Thrones, can you please come and talk to Tracey for us and convince her? And then the season 2 trailer came out, and I was like, wow, this is insane, because we already have those moments of battles on season 1. And it's just about to be more battles and wars in season 2. And I love this Game of Thrones production. Mm-hmm. These people go out of their way to make sure the viewers are visually pleased.
If we learn anything from Game of Thrones, is that the stakes are always extremely high and nothing is impossible and no one is safe.
No one is safe.
No
Why
one
do
is
they
That's
safe.
true.
Do not fall in love with their characters.
They give no fucks. They will kill anybody off.
Fucks.
They're like, oh, you like this character? Dead.
And House of Dragon starts immediately on that fucking trend. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I
Ned
just fell in love with
Stark.
them.
Ned Stark in like the first or second episode.
Season,
And I was like,
Yeah, they did that to you.
they did.
Speaking
I'm
of
still
seconds,
devastated.
Sorry, Roadhouse 2? What the fuck?
Yes, I saw that and I couldn't stop laughing. Apparently, it has 80 million views on Prime Video.
Which is like their
And,
highest, right? Like it's the most streamed movie.
Yeah.
I bet you they were all men.
Well, when I saw the post, I said, I'm going to take a screenshot of these comments because I love a good comment section.
Oh, comment.
People on the
Okay.
internet do not give a fuck.
Savage.
They are just...
They never disappoint.
They are so good. I'm like, thank you for feeding my soul. So, we have one comment saying, this was the worst film I've ever watched, hands down.
Oh my god.
That was one of the worst remakes I've ever seen. Maybe the worst. Okay, this one I'm not going to read. It has the N word. Best part was their bodies. I was like,
I would agree with that.
Well, yeah, we did say just
Well,
put it on mute.
Yes.
Look at Jake Gyllenhaal's ripped abs.
Yeah.
Yep. One person goes, I thought it sucked.
Agreed.
Same.
Yeah, same girl.
They only watched it to see Connor, lol. The film was okay. You won't get as many views for the second film, in my opinion.
No. I agree.
The remake was trash. The success was just people intrigued to see if Connor can act or not, and he can't.
I don't think it was terrible.
Another one says, good lord, these people can't come up with anything original anymore.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's
ooh.
true, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Worst movie ever. Success? Question mark. Ha! And then the last one. Why? I like Jake Gyllenhaal, but this movie was trash.
Wow.
Someone said it was a shit film.
Wow.
And
They're
then
from England?
movie was trash. A sequel? Please no.
Maybe they'll cast Paula this time.
Maybe. We had to reach out to her and be like, Paula, what do you think about...
Are they going to film it in DR again?
Who
Oh,
knows?
that's
It didn't
true.
say anything. It just seemed like everyone is signing contracts for round 2.
No thanks. No thanks.
Yeah. And one more trailer that I saw is Only Murders in the Building.
I didn't see that.
They already have the trailer out?
It comes out in August.
I didn't even know they finished filming yet.
I'm so
I feel like I just
comes
watched
out-
the third season.
Yeah, that was fast. It's been almost a year.
Yeah, I love shows like that, like The Bear. These people are coming out with the seasons on a yearly basis. I'm like, give it to me.
I'm afraid
Because-
that Only Murders is coming to. It's time to wrap it up.
I feel like this
know.
could be the last season.
This should be the last one. I love the first and second. The third was fun. You know, it was nice to see Meryl Streep come into the mix.
And I love Paul
But-
Rudd.
Oh, Paul
Guys.
Rudd. I forgot
I love
about
Paul
Paul
Rudd.
Rudd. You know, he was fucking great.
Wait, when you guys see the trailer, you're gonna see the amount of stars there are in this season.
Everybody
it's-
wants to be in it.
Everybody
I mean,
wants to be in
After
this
Meryl
show.
Streep, let's go.
Exactly. I had no words. I was like, let's fucking go. Give me all these celebrities. And it's definitely, it's a different, it looks like a different storyline according to the trailer. Like, it's not going to be, I'm not going to give it away.
it's
We have
gonna
to
be a
find
show
out
full
who
of
killed Jane
cameos.
Lynch, though.
Yeah.
What's that?
We have to find out who killed Jane
Oh,
Lynch,
that's
though,
right. That's
because
how
she
the
got
season
shot, and
ended.
I'm pretty sure that they thought that it was Steve Martin.
Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
I
God, I
didn't.
got to rewatch. I forgot
I gotta
about all
rewatch
of
that too. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think it should come because now it's just becoming a show for cameos. You know what I mean? And
There's so many. I think there were like at least 15 in the trailer.
well, I'll be
I was like,
excited.
Holy crap.
I will.
it was like boom,
definitely
boom, and they show
watch
each
that
one of them
tonight.
back to back, so you get excited about
Right.
what's coming.
It's a tease. They know what they're doing.
They definitely know what they're doing.
Well, are those all the other movies
That's
we
it.
wanted to talk about? Okay, well, I'm
Yeah.
excited to talk about today's film.
Are you?
I am.
Or just the idea of it.
But
I love it.
I saw what you did there. So, yeah, today we are discussing the film called The Idea of You, starring Anne Hathaway and Nicholas
Say
Galitzine.
it. Say that last
Galitzine?
name. It's
Sorry,
Your
something.
guess is
Nicholas.
as good as mine. Just go with
Sorry,
your heart.
Nicholas. I mean,
Nicholas.
I
Nicky.
adore you,
Nick.
but I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Nikki, read the synopsis.
I know. Why?
Okay, Tracey,
I'll do
go.
it.
Tracy,
no, I'll
Tracy.
do it. I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll practice.
Okay, go practice your English. Go.
I don't want to, but okay. Okay. I already forgot her name.
Solan, are you kidding
Okay.
me?
Hey, I watched it 2 weeks ago. Okay. Solan, a 40-year-old single mom, begins an unexpected romance with a 24-year-old Hayes Campbell, which is Nicholas, the lead singer of August Moon, the hottest boy band on the planet. When Solan must step in to chaperone her teenage daughter's trip to the Coachella Music Festival after her ex bails at the last minute, she has a chance encounter with Hayes, and there is an instant undeniable spark. As they begin a whirlwind romance, it isn't long before Hayes' superstar status possess unavoidable challenges to their relationship. And Solan soon discovers that life in the glare of his spotlight might be more than she bargained for.
Well, that's all. That's the whole movie, and we're done.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
listening.
joining
Sums
us.
it up.
Good job, Nikki. Thank you. Let's jump right in. First of all, I love the name Solan. I think that's such a beautiful name.
I really
I
liked
was
it
like,
too.
oh my god, now I want a daughter just to name her Solen. But also, fuck them kids. I don't want kids.
Name your next dog Solen.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah, another Brody.
I am going to have another dog soon.
Brody
I
needs a
think
sister.
By next year, I'll have another dog. Yeah.
I have no words because you called me for 6 months almost crying about your dog.
Well, I'll have a partner this time, so. we talked
yeah,
about it.
that's
We're
true.
we're gonna get a dog. So
That's cute.
anyway,
That is adorable.
going back
Good
to
luck.
the idea of you. Sorry, listeners, got a little too personal there. Um,
Give it to us, Joe.
Picking up close and personal, Anne Hathaway. Holy shit, 40 years old. Is she really 40? Do we know how old she
She's
is?
older than that, I think. I think she's
Shit.
41 or
I
something
know we
like
talked
that.
about this last episode about
Let me look it up.
how
How good
flawless
she looks.
how good she looks, and because the bitch is sober, no thanks.
Yeah.
Sober, I don't know her.
Yeah, it's not happy. But I mean,
She's
yes.
41.
Same shit.
Wow.
And here I am, 35, with back pain, going to see the physical therapist. Oh my god. No. But,
Yeah, she looks amazing. And I'm going to say this. Don't hate me, white people. But for a white girl, she looks really, really good. Because white people tend to age a little bit earlier
Yes.
than the rest of us.
And
So
it doesn't
she
look
looks
like
good.
she's had like work done either.
No, like she
No.
looks really natural.
Yeah.
I feel also like she gets no sun. Like that girl
Yeah,
is
she's
like
pale.
bathed in SPF all the time. Like she protects herself.
Yeah.
She is
know.
pale as fuck.
Hi, I know what that feels like.
All right, so let's go through it. So Solen has a daughter, you know. Well, Solen is divorced, right? She has a daughter with this man who was cheating on her, having an affair, and broke her heart. The daughter's 17 years old. They're living, I think they live like in California or something.
Silver
This is around
Lake.
the time, Silver Lakes. This is around the time where Coachella's happening. The daughter's excited to go to Coachella with her father and friends. And Solen is also excited to have a weekend to herself to go camping. And
To
at the
this like
very-
retreat.
Right, a retreat. And at the very last minute, the daughter's father has to go on a business trip. So now it becomes Solen's responsibility to drive her daughter and her friends to Coachella. Therefore, she has to cancel her weekend retreat getaway, which is so disappointing and saddening. And
She was so excited.
she was
But
so
let me say
excited,
this.
and I'm like, I was kind of like thinking throughout the movie. I was like, well, when is she gonna ever get that retreat? I really wanted her. I felt like there was a hole missing for me. I was like, oh, when is she gonna get that moment to herself?
You mean jet
But-
setting around the world?
Oh,
You know.
Ben, you know what? Yeah, that did make up for it. I do love the way that she meet Hayes Campbell, though. I thought that was so
Well,
cute.
I
Their
wanted
little
to-
meet cute.
I
They're
wanted to
cute.
like go back to the fact that the moment they show their house, you kind of know that her career is involved in the arts.
Yes, very artsy.
Because of the way she talks about, you know, her ex and how he like hated the way that she made it a home, and but you
Right.
can tell like whoever lives here is an artist. It's either an artist in, you know, like paintings and stuff, but or it could be a writer too.
Yeah.
There was like a vibe right away.
It's just like super cozy and yeah.
And
like,
then
it
you
looks
see
nice.
the difference between like her house, and then you only see the outside part of her ex-husband's house, and it's like two different worlds
so
completely.
modern and like
Yes.
big, you know, like the floor to ceiling windows
Yes.
and the architecture is very
Yeah, completely different.
Totally.
And then you already see also how his new wife has some kind of shame already.
Yeah, shame and embarrassment. Like she seemed
Mm-hmm.
very timid. Also, you can see that the ex-husband is still seeking attention from her. You
all
know,
the
like
time.
she's in the car, ready to drive off, and he's tapping on her window. You know, and she's like, "What do you want?" You know, like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like it's like he's still in love with her, or like not in love with her, but he you know how some people are so narcissistic that they
Can't
want
get enough.
They can get enough. They want to
It's
know
like a
that people are
control
still not
thing.
over them. Yes, it's a control thing. And she's just trying to live her best life, her best single mom life. And
And you
this
can
piece of shit-
tell also right away from the beginning her relationship with her daughter is beautiful.
beautiful, so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
Super close. Like they're singing along in the car and just like having fun.
Yeah, like they're very close. She seems like a very cool mom, you know, especially. So she takes them to Coachella, which I think it was so sweet because.
She was
no
so
thanks.
mad, pobrecita. I know. She was like, fuck. And then that's when she meets
Hayes Campbell.
Hayes.
For their
And the
meet
way
cute.
that they meet in the bathroom.
I know, it was so funny.
And
I
she
thought it
has
was-
no idea it's him.
No fucking idea.
I do love that. Also, but I love because she said, where are the bathrooms? And the woman said, oh, the VIP are out to the right.
She sees the lady
So-
coming out.
Yeah, like, I mean, we've probably
And
been
there's, like, a
places
bunch of
where there's like
trailers.
trailers and those are bathrooms.
Yeah.
So I don't blame her for just walking in and then thinking that, you know, he was just using the restroom. And then I love he's just standing there. And she's like, can I
Yeah.
can I go? And he's like, oh, okay. That
I
was
really
cute.
liked that too. That was really, really clever in the writing. So they meet and then they're about to do like their VIP and whatever autograph thing and meet and greet, their meet and greet. And she's like texting her daughter like, hey, come. And then that's when she realizes that... Actually, no, she realizes in the
trailer.
in the trailer when the...
Because she even says, oh, my daughter says that you're so 7th grade. And he was like, ouch,
Yes.
that hurts.
Yes. Yeah. I love that little moment in the trailer where they're, when she notices and she's like, oh, this makes sense. All these people trying to help him get dressed, you know?
I love that. Do you need help getting dressed? Like he's a little kid. That was funny.
And then,
He took his shirt off and she looked at his tattooed body and she was like, I can help you
hello
get
and
dressed.
hi. Oh, yeah.
I wanted to chime in. I think his character was first of all, I love both of their characters. So I think both of their characters are very adorable, very likable. I immediately I liked them both.
And together.
And together, you know, I love the Miku. I thought it was so
They had
sweet.
good chemistry.
I will say, I think it's a little far-fetched. I think it's a bit exaggerated, but it is a movie, you know, where it's just like, this will never happen in real life, you know.
Well, this might be part of the fun facts, but I heard that this was from experience that they wrote it. And that the artist that they were talking about was Harry Styles.
Yeah, it's sort of like a fan fiction.
In my
Is it?
head, I was like, are they talking about Olivia?
Well,
And
I think this
Harry?
was written in 2017 and they dated not that long ago. So I don't think so.
Okay.
But
Okay.
But I mean, that's what I was thinking at certain parts in the movie, because it's like you have this older woman and this young guy who's a major pop star boy band, and I thought of their relationship,
Yeah.
like Olivia Wilde and
Yeah.
Harry Styles.
Speaking
So I
of
did
pop
see
stars,
that.
so, you know, he dedicates this, first of all, he changes their whole, concert set,
set.
you know, for her, and dedicates a song to her. Their music is bopping. I fucking love their songs. Like, I need to download some of the songs.
Yeah, I was.
I've been listening to it all day.
What is your favorite, Tracey?
I'm not gonna lie, that song, Taste.
Okay.
Yo, you gotta sing it now.
But-
Come on.
Well, when she's like on tour with them, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. When she's on tour with them, and then every time he'll come over and he
Yeah.
points to her as she's backstage.
Okay. I gotta listen to it again.
Okay.
I can't remember the songs specifically, but I remember loving every single song that came on. I was like, who wrote this?
I
There
know,
we go.
and
Yeah.
this is a question. Is it him singing? It's him,
Yeah,
right?
it's
in real
him.
life.
Yes, he can sing. Yeah,
Okay. Wow. Super talented. because he was a great
He
actor
is.
too in the movie.
And that was him playing the piano and the guitar.
So fucking talented.
Oh,
He
And
plays,
he can dance.
plays
So
both.
he's a triple
that's kind of
threat.
hot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
They were doing a
time
little,
step there.
boy band moves. It was okay. He could-
Little step
a
touch.
little two-step there was cute. But I immediately was like so hot and into their story when he comes over to find her in the gallery, and he buys out her gallery, and then she brings him home, and she's like, I could be your mother. I was just like, wait, hold on a second. That ruined it a little bit for me, but
Yeah, but then he grabs her and he kisses her, and they weren't playing with those kisses.
I know.
Those I'm who directed this again?
Michael Showalter.
I'm like, this Michael, you did a great job.
He knew what he was
because I felt like I needed to not be there.
I know.
I was like, do you guys need some privacy?
I was like,
'Cause I can't
not be
leave
there,
right now."
bitch. Bring me into it.
Exactly. That was
It was realistic.
It was. It felt good.
It didn't feel forced or like it was very natural.
Oh
And then
my
When
god.
he leaves
Slow,
and the daughter
sensual,
walks
the
in and she's
build-up.
like, are you high? Like, she looked like she just came down from cloud 9.
Well, those endorphins were going for sure. I mean, when was the last time she had sex?
That's true.
That's and with a guy like
I
that.
know. Must have felt so
Right.
good. Like, that she could attract a guy nearly half her age.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because I know you were saying, Joe, you just said that, when she said, I could be your mother, and she was trying to stop it, right? But this to me also was realistic, because that is something that a woman would think or
That's
would
true.
say.
I would say 100%.
You don't see men doing this. I'm sorry. If anything, they prefer to date younger women because they want to feel younger.
They
I'm
would never
sorry,
say, "I could be
Leonardo
your father."
DiCaprio. I'm calling you out. Like they turn 25 and you break up with them.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the running themes of the film, is that if it were a man, there's a double standard. That
Absolutely. Yeah.
she starts to get all this backlash and judgment because she's a woman and she's older than him. And I immediately started to think
And
of
she's a mom.
and immediately started to think of Priyanka Chopra and Joe Jonas. Was it? No, not Joe Jonas. Nick Jonas.
Nick.
And I'm
He's
sure
the
she got
baby.
the same,
Yeah, that's
type
true.
of reaction. And
Although I still think that's a PR couple.
no, I don't think so. Still,
Yeah.
I mean, I was weirded out about it at first. And again, like, I should not be weirded out about it.
It's
but
not even weirded out. I don't know. It felt, I don't know.
You think forced?
We're definitely not using this filming footage.
Sorry, guys. It's my
But I see
back
that
pain.
Joe is struggling.
My back pain.
Yes.
Good. I think I know what you mean, Nikki. Like, how did they even meet? Was it at like a...
There's
I don't
definitely
know,
a story. They did talk about it in an interview about how they met.
Yeah, but I kind of like
Because it doesn't feel like their paths would have really crossed.
Yeah, that is kind of.
know?
Well, they're famous. They're both really famous. But
She is famous?
who?
I thought
Name more than one thing that
Who,
she's
Chopra?
been in.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's really famous outside of the U.S. That's the thing. Like, she's worldwide famous outside of the U.S. I'll say that.
Because she was on that Quantico show. That's all I know.
She was a huge Bollywood star. So like huge, and if
I mean, she's gorgeous.
and I mean,
Don't get me
we
wrong.
know
I
that
get
Bollywood is fucking huge. It's not huge here, but it's
1,000%. Well, yeah. I mean, look at the population of
right,
India.
and
So,
and the
of course.
UK. A lot
That's
of
true,
Indian people
yeah.
live there, so yeah, like she's really
I
famous
always
outside of the
thought-
U.S.
I always thought Nick was gay, so.
Oh, girl, now you're pushing.
What?
I never thought that.
I
You
don't
are
know if your
reaching.
gator is really good, Joe.
Hey,
Also,
not.
you probably don't think he's attractive, so
Exactly.
Who? Nick Jonas?
yeah.
Are you kidding?
him ugly.
Oh my god.
Don't edit this out.
Oh my goodness. I love me some
Although-
Nick Jonas.
No, Owen, you're a
And
cutie though.
Joe
This-
Jonas.
Owen
Oh,
is hot.
please. Owen will
Owen's-
say the same thing. Please. Oh my god.
No, I there's something about him.
God.
I don't
Guys,
know.
we forgot to talk
He's a
about
little
the movie.
soft. Maybe
We're here
it's
to
the
talk about the
diabetes.
idea of you.
It's okay. This is our safe space.
Oh man. Speaking of good looks, what do you guys think about, Hayes Campbell? Do you think he's attractive? Tracy's
I
nodding
think
her head
handsome. I saw images of him in other movies, and I was like, I don't know if they made him handsome for this
Right.
movie.
no. I think they
But-
did, because I saw him in interviews before I watched the movie, and then I was like, oh, he's too pretty or too delicate. I can't.
Also, his lips felt like women lips.
I see. I don't know. But then in the movie, I think that I don't know if there was the makeup or the clothes and the character that he was
Probably the
playing.
clothing.
I was like, oh, he's adorable. I like him. But I only like him in the movie because I saw all the pictures and videos outside the film, and I was like, no, not into it. I just like Hayes Campbell, not like Nicholas. Sorry, Nicholas.
I was just gonna say real quick. I can understand the allure of Nicholas, because he's very sensitive. Him playing the guitar, playing the piano.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for like the majority of women, I think someone who is
We like
sensitive and
sensitive.
artistic, that's sexy. So I can understand why she fell for him. And, he was easy to talk to, and there was more to him than just August Moon. But on a personal level, I did not find him attractive.
Yeah.
He's not my type.
Well,
But
I
could see how she
didn't
fell for him.
I don't think he's hot, which is like number one. Like, if I find you attractive, I think you're hot for me.
right.
I didn't think he was hot. I think he was handsome, but I think after seeing pictures of him, because I looked at him, I was like, who is this? And I was like, oh no, I don't like him actually, like physically. I think in the movie he looked really handsome.
It was probably like the clothes that he was wearing, and probably maybe the way like his hair was, and he was like clean shaven,
And also, I feel like at the end of
Tattoos.
the movie, he also looked better.
with the facial hair.
I don't know.
oh,
Yeah.
Well,
those chin pubes, get rid of it. But I did like the hair.
The hair,
So-
yeah.
yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. So I like them together. They seemed very happy together. He takes her around the world like a fucking groupie, which I was like, I didn't know how I felt about that.
You wouldn't want
Yeah.
to jet set off to Barcelona.
I
and
would,
Paris
but
and
I was
Rome
afraid that,
For free?
I feel like if I were in her shoes and I were to meet a celebrity, I think the insecurity in me, the insecure person in me would be like, well, am I going to be just another groupie that, you just tag
don't
along.
know, I feel like-
to tag along with you around the world, which is kind of not really what happened,
Those girls were saying.
but that's what the girls were
pool.
saying when they were in, France? I don't remember.
Yeah, they were in like the
Where
countryside.
they were like, oh, well,
in
you're not
France somewhere.
basically telling her you're not the first girl that he's done this with,
And that song that he
Right, the
sang, we
song
thought
that
it
he
was
sang,
about
so
you,
it's
but he
like-
did that to some model.
I was like, there you go. That's my fear. It's true. It finally came true. So she goes back home, and then, oh my God, I have a brain fart. What happened? Did he go back to get her?
No. So we're jumping ahead, but what I was going to say, Joe, when you were like, my insecurity would have never let me, I am also thinking, as a 37-year-old woman with no kids, because she already has a kid that is in college, which basically the kid is independent, is you don't know when you're going to get that opportunity ever again. So you're not thinking of, I also feel like once you have a kid and you are 40 years old, you're really not caring about your insecurities.
That's true.
And about what people think.
Yeah.
You're caring more about, like, you know what? I don't know when I'm going to have this opportunity again. I'm just going to have fun with it. You know? But little did she know it was that she was going to have, like, major feelings for this dude. And fall in love.
Right. And I was going to say, too, that I don't feel like she would have gone with him on this tour. But when she had her daughter when she was like in her early 20s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So her early 20s that most of us spend traveling and going out and having our youth.
Mm-hmm.
And that she was a mom.
Yeah.
She's taking care of a baby and then a toddler. So it's like she's sort of, you know, doing what she missed out on.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense, you know? So
She's never had time for her. You know, she had that camp trip that she was looking forward to, and that was taken away. So
got ruined.
I guess, yeah, you are right, Nikki. She saw an opportunity, she grabbed it by the balls and went with it. You know, and it seemed
also,
like she had an amazing time.
And the chances of you being able to, you know, not to have to be there physically at your job, you know, that opportunity is really rare. And she was able to sell all that art because he bought it.
Yeah.
right.
You know, so it's like, why wouldn't I, like, just go around the world and pretend I'm getting some stuff for work, and when I'm really just having the best sex of my life.
And with a guy half your age, you know, who's a rock star. And it's also kind of like, it's a secret, so it's also, which also makes it kind of sexier and fun. Like, no one knows, you know, this is our little secret. So I also, like, I found that so fascinating and lovely. Up until the point that
But then she does
go home,
leave.
you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, I can't remember what happens after that. Does he go back to find her? I'm seriously having a brain fart.
No. It's
The
they
pictures,
kind of,
the paparazzi.
Oh, right.
yeah,
the
they break up
paparazzi.
in the trip, and then she leaves, and then a few weeks later, or like a week later, he's like, "Please don't go online or don't look at the news."
Right.
And it's a picture of them, and then all these like parents, you know, shaming her, and it's so sad that this still happens.
Yeah.
You know, like, stop shaming her
They're
for
just
living
jealous.
her life. Yeah.
Well, see, and that's what I'm saying too. Like we were talking about double standards. You know, where it's like this. I feel like this doesn't really. They're calling her cougar, and you know this and that. First of all, I mean he's 24. It's not like he's 16, 17 years old. He's legal. He's an adult. And she's not even that old. She just turned 40.
Right.
What the
She's
fuck?
not that old. She was
Right.
just
So,
39.
I mean, right. So technically, like, the age gap isn't even that much.
Giovanni, she was just.
Yeah, she was still in her
39.
30s, guys.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, calm
take
down.
a chill pill.
But all these other male celebrities date girls who are 20.
Yeah, Jake
Nobody's
Gyllenhaal.
the
And nobody says anything.
Leo.
That's what
Leo.
pissed me off. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
me.
Most musicians.
Giovanni.
Sorry.
Dating younger.
Like I'm young.
Me too.
Oops.
Creative robbers.
Mine is not that young, but it's still younger.
So anyway,
Oops.
Well, good thing I live where I live. I live in a retirement community, so I can only go up.
hey, you can get yourself a sugar daddy,
Hey, let's go at
Please, get one
85-year-olds.
for all of us.
please.
Be like, hey, I'm a package deal. I gotta support my friends.
But it's also like,
Let's go.
Yeah.
sorry to talk back about the social media. It's sad that really does happen. Social media, people on social media can be so cruel, so evil. Like, also cancel culture. Like, it's so toxic. You know, like, I love social media and I also hate it for that. You know, reading the comments about people saying that she should die, or aren't you young, or aren't you a mother? Like, ugh, I don't think I could
And
ever
the
survive
shit that her daughter goes through too.
Her
Like I do
daughter.
feel
Yeah,
bad for her because she's a senior in high school, and like kids can be cruel. And then what she said that, oh yeah, they were saying like if you have a dick pic
And it was from the
of,
guy that
you
she
know,
had
hate.
a
And it's
huge
like,
crush on. Like, that's tough. You know, as a
yeah.
parent, I felt awkward. I was like, I'm not a parent, but I could only imagine what that must feel like. Like, oh, I cringe when I saw that scene. I was like, I feel so guilty. And it sucks because she really
And then
does
you
love
also
this guy.
see the journey of the daughter being like, hey, I'm okay, I'm supporting you, let's do this, I'll keep everything super private, take all, but then as time goes by, it does start taking a toll on her. And you know what really kind of like bothered me from it? That she chose to go to her dad rather than being like, Mom, I don't think I can do this anymore.
Yeah. I didn't like that.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Grow up.
Yeah, it's also like we had a conversation about you being okay with this, which means you can also tell me that you weren't okay with it. You're not okay with it anymore, and it's hurting you, and you know your friends are not being the same with you. Whatever you want to say, you obviously have a really good relationship with your mom, so put it to use.
I agree. You know, you guys had that conversation. Why can't you talk about it now? No, I'm just going to run off to daddy, the man who cheated on you. You know?
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Do you think, though, that maybe it's like she was hurt because she kept that relationship with Hayes a secret that first time around? So when she was like jet setting all over the world and her daughter's at camp, and she's like, oh, what are you doing? And oh, nothing.
I disagree. I don't think so. Because
she was fine at the beginning.
Even if her mom,
why did you break up with a feminist?
Because even if her mom had been open and honest with her daughter and said, hey, look, by the way, Hayes and I have been dating, we are an item. When the news would have broken out that they were a couple publicly, the daughter was still going to face all of that bullying. You know, so I don't think that has anything to do with it. I disagree. Like,
I was just asking.
Also, no, I'm just saying I disagree, but I mean, not. Yeah.
Oh,
sorry, I'm having trouble
Joe is
speaking.
struggling today.
But I will say, you know, so
know.
anyway, Anne Hathaway's character, Solan, makes a difficult decision to end the relationship, which I would be like, girl, fuck them kids. Like, I ain't giving up dick for a kid. Sorry, that's so mean. Oh my God, I'm going to get canceled. But
well, that's the thing is like
Cancel
she's going to be she's a senior in high school, so it's not like she's a baby or like elementary, you know, because then it's like, okay, I have a responsibility to raise my child, so I can't be selfish. But she's almost an adult, so now it's like you've done the hard work. Now take some time for you.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, I feel like her daughter should have been a little bit more supportive.
I think.
And like now, like you went through shit with dad. Now you're happy. Maybe it's hard for me right now, but I don't want you to lose your chance at happiness.
Yeah.
Her happiness comes first. You know.
And I mean, I think that's part of being a mom. The sacrifices that they make for their children.
The sacrifices.
I also feel like at that.
What'd you say, Nick?
I also feel like at that age when you're 17 years old, oh God, it's fucking.
Yeah.
That age is just horrible. You think every little thing, the world is ending, and you don't know shit. So I'm sure, you know, later on, like 5 years later, she would have thought of her as a 17-year-old thinking like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah.
You know, because at that age, we're so like sensitive and vulnerable, and we think everything is about us, and literally nothing is about us. Our only job is to go to school and graduate. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I understood, but I was also like, well, I love my mom, but I didn't have a relationship like that with my mom. You know, I think her mom gave her the safe space for her to say whatever bothered her. So I think that's what bothered me. I'm like, you have a trusting relationship with your mom.
Yeah.
There's no need for you to be like, I'm leaving because I'm feeling uncomfortable, you can tell your mom that you're not feeling great about this anymore.
And so Land knew and thought that too, because when the ex-husband came to confront her, she said, no, she and I had a conversation about it. She's okay with it. There's nothing for you to be worried about. Meanwhile, she wasn't, you know. But I agree with you, you know. I mean, you said it yourself, 5 years, which is what happened in the movie. You know, 5 years go by.
Yeah.
And, I mean...
It's a long time. I didn't think they needed to wait that long.
I didn't think they needed to wait that long.
Just wait like a year or two, and then she's off in college.
Let me rewind a little bit. Before the 5 years, you know, the official breakup scene where she says, no, this is really goodbye. You know, I need to put my daughter first. He says to her, in 5 years, you know, let's make a pact, you know, that if we're in 5 years, if we're like still have feelings for each other, let's get back together. And she's like, that's single. Too long, you know, and she's like, if you get a chance at love, a shot at love, take it. I honestly did not believe that it was going to happen, you know. The 5 years go by, the daughter's older, and Hathaway still looks great.
My bitterness would never let me believe that.
What?
My bitterness
would never believe, and that's what I said at the beginning, that I feel like this movie's a bit far-fetched, because I was like, really? I was like, he went back looking for her? Damn, he likes old pussy. But, you know.
He's got to clean out the cobwebs.
Yeah. And God knows she's not fucking anyone else.
That you know of? We didn't know her 5 years.
That's true.
That's true, but...
They probably had flings with other people.
Well, he definitely did. He's a famous superstar. You know?
She looks great.
She looks great. And she's successful.
Well, but then that also says that he was in love with her. I mean, if he's going to her and going back to her gallery, but he had gone to like 1 or 2 times. Yeah. And after 5 years, he remembers where it is.
Which,
you know, I think.
Go ahead, Tracey, sorry.
No, I was just say that's love.
Which I would say that scene where he comes into this, where she's like waiting for him in the art gallery, and she's like, he's not gonna come. Like, you can have it. She's kind of like not giving herself hope because she doesn't want to be let down. And then she hears his voice, and when she steps out and she sees him, her face when she's like so happy and teary-eyed, like my heart melted. I was like, oh man, it happened. And I was like, this is so acting. Fucking fake, but I could just pretend.
Right, you get your Hollywood happy ending.
I get
That's
a Hollywood happy ending, and I was like, thank you.
A rom-com.
Thank you for this, you know. Yeah. I was like, I needed a good rom-com. It's been a long time, you know.
Yeah, that was really, really good. And before we like keep going, I was also thinking that, you know, that setup of her just like watching TV, eating ice cream, I'm like, that is such an adult woman. And because that's me when I'm by myself. You know, after like working all day, I just lay on that couch in the darkness and just watch TV and eat ice cream, you know, or a glass of wine, you know. And I was like, this is such a, you know, moment that really, you know, show who we are as women. Yeah. I don't think men are like that at all.
That is,
in that sense.
that I will say is realistic, you know.
Super realistic. And then like she's just seeing that interview and he's there and he's looking older and handsome, and I think she thinks of like, oh, he probably has somebody already.
For sure. Yeah. And thinking what could have been, you know.
Yeah, because he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay here in LA or in California for a little bit, and she's not even thinking that he would go to the store.
No, I really.
Because LA's huge, so he probably.
Did you guys think he was gonna come and meet up with her?
Yeah.
I didn't. Really?
I did it when he went. Yeah, because it's a rom-com.
I mean, so what? That don't mean shit. So was the breakup.
They usually
why would you do together? 5 years later?
The breakup was a rom-com, and guess what? They broke up.
yo, the breakup was not a fucking rom-com. That was sad.
That was sad. Yeah.
Because it was way too realistic. And they even leave you in the... We don't know if they get back together.
I don't think they get back together. But I love that they, left that door open.
It was really raw.
Where you were like, even in real life, we have those thoughts where it's like, is the door still open there?
Is there any closure?
But I didn't think he was going to come back. But I'm glad he did. Because I loved the look on her face, her acting. Like, it's just
flawless.
Chef's kiss.
Right. Like she never got over him.
She's so not over him. Both of their acting skills.
He's not over her.
Her acting is just so superb. Where she was so happy. Like, I'm falling in love again.
Giovanni, the way
wow,
you're
Joe's
late.
having a
I'm
moment.
having a
Should
moment.
we leave?
You know what? It's like I have to say I
And he's laying down.
I didn't. Sorry, I have bad
Daydreaming.
back pain. I didn't know anything really about the film. I went in blind, and although I did think it was a bit far-fetched and exaggerated. Yes, it's a rom-com. They're supposed to be, having happy ending. I liked it. I really did like it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I expected. I thought it was going to be like, I thought the music was so fucking good. I like Anne Hathaway. Her acting is great. And I do love the whole idea that they addressed the stigma of the double standard of older women, being with a younger guy. I do love that. You rarely see that in rom-coms. I don't know. I just liked it. I think I needed something light and lovey-dovey like that film. And it is what it is.
But it was realistic.
It's
and not gross.
It's not realistic, but it's like it is what it is. That's the type of movie it is.
I also like that we got to see a little bit of like how a celebrity lives, an artist, like when he gets in the car and immediately puts the seat back down. I was like, oh, that's smart. I didn't even think, I'm like, this is probably something they do all the time when, they're out. And they're renting the houses, like, they're going to be at this place. We're going to go far, in a townish area.
Yeah.
You were going to say, Tracey?
I was going to say, even when he's in the car and they're at the stoplight and they're trying to decide where to go and eat, and then the car next to them pulls up and they're all taking pictures of him, and she can read that he's uncomfortable. So she's like, why don't we just go to my house? I'll make you a sandwich.
I like that.
Because she knew, like, if we go out, we're not gonna have time. It's not gonna be private.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be people taking pictures and all of that.
Paparazzi.
So.
Literally.
Well, it was a book, right? Let me see.
It was a book.
Did you read it, Tracey?
2017.
Tracey reads everything.
I have not read it.
Do you want to?
I have so many books to read, so I don't know if I'll need to, but
just asking. I know you love to read. I was wondering if it was something that you'd like to put on your list.
I usually don't read like romance.
Yeah, I cannot do rom-com books. I only like blood, murder, and whodunits. Yeah, that's it.
Same.
Do you guys
fucked up the better?
Now I'll tell you about that book later. So yeah, I was gonna get into another conversation.
Oh my god, another list. Okay, sorry guys. This is
like
top
we're at a
secret
restaurant or something.
Talk conversation. That's another podcast.
Yes. So I really, really liked it. I went in my head comparing it to Anyone But You because I had recently watched Anyone But You.
I need to see that.
And yeah, and it's Anyone But You. It's a rom-com. But this one just felt better writing. Obviously better. I want to say director, but also the script was different. So, Sydney Sweeney is an amazing actress, regardless, and is up and coming. But yeah, I really, really liked it. And Joe, before this is over, I gotta tell you about a movie I watched that you're gonna like.
Oh, okay.
before I forget. I'm just putting it out there
Okay.
because I forgot to add it in the outline.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what about you, Tracy? Did you like it?
I did, and I'm like Joe. Like, I went in blind. I didn't expect much, and yeah, I ended up really liking it. I thought it was good. It's a good, solid movie.
I give it a
I
thumbs
enjoyed
up.
it.
I
Same.
give it a thumbs up. Oh, a little
Yeah.
interesting thing that I wanted to bring up in the movie. I loved when the ex-husband's new wife was like, "I'm leaving him," and she's
was like,
like, "Okay, why are you telling me this?" You know, and then she's like, "You want to grab some dinner sometime?" And when Selene said no,
No.
I said it at the same time, like, "No, bitch, what the fuck are you thinking?"
Right. Yeah. Like, you broke up my
Like-
marriage.
Are
Yeah,
you fucking
we're
dumb,
not
bitch?
friends.
No. But
I mean,
Yeah.
he broke up their marriage, but
Right.
she was part of it.
yeah.
Well, she definitely wasn't
I
innocent.
thought that was a funny
so
little cute moment.
that was funny. But also the ex-husband, what a douche.
Yeah.
Especially when he, like, came to the house and he's like, my wife, bro. And it's like,
Bitch.
Shut the
you're
fuck
not
up.
married anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't have any say in her life. Your daughters, yes, because you're co-parenting. But when it comes
Yeah.
to Selene, back the fuck up.
Also, when he was talking about the poster, and she was like, it wasn't Hayes. That scene really broke my heart because I felt like she was defending her character, you know? Because he was like, how fucked up is that you're like, you know? And it's like, it wasn't, this is not the guy she liked when she was little, you know?
Yeah.
And my heart just, like, came out. I felt
Also-
for her.
Right. Also, I thought it was a little bit of a below the belt
Oh,
hit.
yeah,
Like, you don't even know your
100%.
daughter what poster she had in her room. So
Yeah.
fuck you.
Well, I give it a thumbs up too. So that's
And the music.
and the music thumbs up.
Amazing.
And the music.
I gotta go download the
Everyone's
music.
downloading
So
the
good.
soundtrack.
Like, is August Moon a real band? Because I think I'm a fan.
I like them. I need to know who wrote.
Okay, I think
It's the
maybe
kinda
they
shit
should
I need
make
to
an
know who
album.
wrote the music because they know what they
Well,
were
I'll tell
doing.
you, and fun
the rent
facts.
was due.
Let's go. Fun facts.
Oh, fun facts. Let's go.
Okay, on that note. Okay. Well, so first off, Nicholas, his audition involved him doing several scenes with Anne Hathaway, and he had to convince her to do an improvised dance, and he had to serenade everyone in the room.
Ooh.
Oh,
So,
God.
so it was like pretty intense. He said that it was like the most nervous he's ever been. I mean, that's pretty vulnerable. that you
And
have to
imagine
be.
like having to do, because like the writers, you don't know them, but you know who Anne Hathaway is for so many years, and having to
Right.
be like, I'm gonna serenade to you even though I don't know you, and it's just because I want to work with you.
Damn.
Right, and I mean, it seemed like you have to impress her.
Pressure.
She has a say, yeah, for sure. Anne was very involved with choosing the art for Selene's gallery. Her and the production designer, Amy Williams, sought out local artists to find pieces for Selene's home and office. They also built 3 different art shows for the gallery.
Okay.
Wow. Interesting.
We kind of talked about this a little bit. So the members of August Moon, they bonded by staying in the same hotel, and they played Mario Kart together, and they had Nerf gun
Oh,
wars.
that does sound like fun.
That is cute. They actually are like really good friends, and they all hang
That's
out
sweet.
like
Okay.
even after the movie's wrapped, which is cute. And also, they had to go to a boy band boot camp.
Oh, I want to know what that is like.
Yeah, so they
learn
had to
those
do like
dances.
a crash course in choreography, and they actually learned 6 numbers.
Okay.
So not all of them made it in the movie because I think they only did like 3
Yeah,
or 4 or
yeah.
something. So they had to learn way more. So okay, several of the songs were written by Carl Falk and Sivan Kotecha. Sorry if I fucked that up. Okay. But they wrote songs for One Direction.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that makes
Okay.
So, like, for example, What Makes You Beautiful, they
Yeah.
wrote that song. So that's, I mean, the whole, like, boy band
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
and the Harry style. Like, it sort of makes sense.
Yeah. The style of it, for sure.
You can tell, like, I feel like you could hear, like, a One Direction a little bit in there, but loved it. So we were talking about the book. It actually has a different ending. So in the book, Selene and Hayes, they break up and they go on with their separate lives and they never reunite.
Oh, you see?
That whole 5 years. So the whole 5 years thing where they come back together, like they have the Hollywood happy ending.
Oh.
You know, that's the difference between books and movies.
A rom-com is happy
Right.
ending,
Right.
yeah.
Whereas, the book was a little bit more, I think, realistic
Yeah.
and a little bit more serious. And the author, Robin Lee, even said that for her, the ending, it just proved that as women, we put others' happiness before our own, and that she chose her daughter before Hayes. Which, I mean, you do see in the
So
movie, so I
true,
appreciate
yeah.
that. But,
Yeah.
like, that is so real. Like, that is, I think, what a mother would
Yeah.
do, is that they put their children before their own happiness.
Right.
I thought this was
Giovanni would
interesting.
know because he's a mother.
I am. I have a dog.
Brody. You do. The Coachella scenes were actually filmed in Atlanta.
Shit.
So the production team created the music festival in a field, and they hired 500 extras.
Oh my god.
So the guys actually did perform in front of them, like live performance
wow.
in front of 500 extras, and it was filmed at 3 a.m. and during winter.
Get the fuck out.
So probably a little
This
too.
explains the smoke coming out of them.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Because I was like, damn, it's cold.
Yeah.
And Coachella is hot.
Because they were,
Shit, it's in Palm
Exactly.
Springs.
yeah, it was winter in Atlanta, so that's why.
Wow.
And then the beach scenes when they're supposed to be in like Italy or whatever, those are actually filmed in Savannah, Georgia.
Bitch didn't go to
Funny.
Europe.
Also,
Well, I
I mean,
think they eventually
listen.
they actually did, but I don't. Maybe not. I don't know.
maybe not, but Anne Hathaway's probably been there so
Oh,
many
I know
times.
for sure.
Yeah.
It's fine. Last one. When Selene travels to New York to meet Hayes at his hotel room, and she walks in with that like really sexy two-piece, and she's got the trench coat, the shoes, which you do see him take off, right? Those are Anne Hathaway's own personal Alaya shoes. She actually said to the costume designer, she's like, I have the perfect shoes for this outfit. So those are her own shoes.
Okay.
Wow.
I need to go back
Those
and watch
shoes are
that scene now.
nice.
They were sexy.
which-
so.
They were really sexy.
Of course, she would own those shoes. She's Anne Hathaway.
She's reverse aging.
Yeah, bitch.
But I love that it seems like she was pretty hands-on with
Well, she was one of the
movie. She's-
producers, so she.
But
yeah.
still, sometimes
I
producing could just mean
think-
throwing money into it. Like, she actually seems like
yeah.
she...
I think
time.
Anne Hathaway has gotten to that level that, you know, she gets to pick and choose once she's in the movie because she's so talented, you know, and she has made such a big name for herself. I have yet to see a movie that she's in that I'm like, I don't like it, you know. She's really good at choosing her scripts, so I think
Sure.
whatever she brings to the table, they trust it
Yeah.
because of her
Right.
experience.
Yeah.
Did you see that someone posted the salaries for the actors in the movie?
Oh God.
And someone was bitching about it because they said Anne Hathaway got paid $7 million and then Nicholas got paid $400,000.
That's huge for him.
It's huge for him. He's
And it's
nobody.
also,
Exactly.
He's nobody.
And also it's like-
she's a woman.
Anne Hathaway has been nominated for an
She
Oscar.
won an Oscar.
Also, Anne Hathaway brought
Les
the
Mis?
people into the movie
Anne Hath-
because
She did
I
that.
would have never watched if
Right,
she wasn't
exactly,
in
and she's a producer.
it. Yeah.
So
Right. But I think that's also what, like, with the movie, just women, they can't get paid more. They can't be in a relationship with a younger guy. Just
God
have
forbid.
to keep pushing us down.
Give me-
It's so
please give me a
annoying.
break. Go suck a fart.
Right.
Yeah.
It was like with Barbie, like you're just proving the point of the
Right.
movie.
Yeah.
suck a fart.
Yeah. Bunch
Suck
of
a fart out of
pads.
Joe's
Thank
ass.
you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you for those fun
Pass.
facts, Trace. Really, really good.
Yeah.
As always.
We love the fun facts.
Um,
Okay, Joe, give us the score.
okay, so the score for, well, I would say on IMDb, they gave it a 6.7, which is okay, not bad. No. Rotten Tomatoes score was an 83%, also not bad. But the audience
That's
score
really good.
was 67. Hey, what's going on there, audience? What'd it do?
Haters
I think
gonna
it needs
hate.
to be a
Haters
little
gonna
bit
hate.
higher.
People are bitter as fuck.
Definitely needs to go higher. I guess we gotta create an account and
I know,
vote.
we gotta clean the
But-
vote.
I think it's what you're saying, Tracy. The fact that an older woman dating a younger guy is so frowned upon,
Oh gosh.
compared to the other way
People
around.
get
I
over
think,
it.
yeah, it's so annoying.
Annoying. Whatever.
Also, Joe, I'm saying this to Joe because I don't think Tracy will like this. I watched Abigail
I haven't watched it.
this past.
Do you recommend
You
it?
haven't? I recommend it.
Okay, fine.
I'm guessing it's like a horror movie.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna say something and don't say
Have you seen the
anything.
trailer?
It's getting really good reviews, and one of the reasons why I did not want to watch is because the trailer. I hate trailers that show the whole movie, and this movie has a trailer that does just that. Where it's just like, well, why the fuck am I gonna go see the movie when I just seen the whole thing in the trailer? But I'm hearing from TikTok and the internet that there is a little
I
twist.
saw
More
the
to it?
trailer.
So
I saw
I'm
the
just
trailer,
going to leave it
and
at that. Don't say
the-
anything else. I'm gonna go watch it.
No, I'm just gonna say this. I saw the trailer, and for me, the movie was something else.
Okay.
There you
Okay.
go. So
Like,
the trailer's
I
not giving
feel
anything
like-
away. You're fine.
The trailer didn't give me shit.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, wait, what, huh?
Okay. So
It's so
where
good.
you watch it in theaters?
No, I rented it.
Okay. Okay. We'll do it.
Yeah, it's. I'm not gonna say it's more affordable because Tuesdays here is really cheap to go to the movie theater, but to be at the comfort of
I
your
see.
home,
What the-
I think it's worth
so
it.
It's worth it.
You can make your own little vino, your popcorn with Reese's Pieces
I'm ready.
inside.
I can fart in peace.
Thanks for.
You can fart. You can pause it. You can be like, "Hey,
That's
wait,
true.
hold on."
You don't have to hear other people talking or their phones going off or any of that.
Thanks for the rec.
Yeah, you're gonna like it. Tracy, you should watch it, but I don't know if maybe with your mom.
Well, she's not here.
Would she be into it?
Wait, me or Tracy?
Oh, what?
No, Tracy.
Oh.
My mom being into a scary movie?
No, I didn't. I don't know.
I don't know. She watched Nope.
No, that wasn't that scary.
She'll like it.
Okay.
She'll like it.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
I recommend it. Everyone listening, Abigail.
I recommend everyone listening. I also recommend listening to us every Thursday. I also recommend following us on TikTok, liking our videos, commenting, following us on Instagram, commenting, and then I also recommend rating us on the podcast platform that you use to listen to our beautiful voices. And I also recommend sharing it to your friends and family, loved ones, and the hated ones. please.
Yeah.
Your enemies, frenemies.
Everyone
Everybody.
you know. You can also follow us on all the social media platforms. We're on Instagram and TikTok. That's it.
We have YouTube. We're on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube too.
We have
do
YouTube
have YouTube.
too. Yes. We have shorts in YouTube, and we also all the episodes are there too. If you don't have like podcast apps. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's pretty much
Well,
it.
thanks for-
This might be the shortest episode we've done.
Not really. No, I think the zone of interest was shorter.
Zone of disinterest.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. We will talk to you soon. And don't forget to come judge
maybe
with
next
us.
week.
Yay. Don't forget. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.